Alright friends, and welcome back to some more Unto the Aurora. We are here on a boat. We are an unnamed young girl accused of witchcraft. We don't have any more notes in the journal, but we have reached the basalt columns that were noted in the last... Oh, we got that touch of colour again. And there's the Aurora that were noted in the last episode, in the first episode of this game. Okay, upon my first night, I reached the field of towering basalt columns. One had a waterfall gushing from its peak. Okay, cool. So, if we look at the journal again, if we flick all the way to the back... Oh, we need to get past the basalt columns, or through the basalt columns, and then we'll reach an ice field. Okay, so... let's get it back to the beginning. Very good. Alright, so we need to go through them, I assume. So it's that gap we've got to be aiming for. So we'll face that way. And we'll get the sail going. Oh, I need to unfurl the sail. That might help. And then we go that way. Ooh, that caught the wind. Going faster than last time. Okay, let's wind that in. Cook and eat. Very nice. Okay. Oh, what the fuck is that? What the fuck are those? Well, I'm gonna steer a little bit to make sure I'm still on track. And we're going to read our journal. Cygnus, the swan. There was a lady who lived in the Cranogs that came to barter scallops for flour every few months at the market. She told me wonderful tales about living in the sea amongst the basalt columns. She told me that they'd stood for hundreds of years, replacing the logs holding them every few years. I'd always thought they'd be a wonderful home, hearing the waves crash below you while you are suspended safe. Okay, that does sound very nice. Alright. Okay, we need to rotate the sail again a bit. There we go. Whee! Okay, let's just shine on the columns. There's the Cranogs. That also, I think, is just shine on the columns. There's the Aurora again. It's very weird to see it all in black and white. Okay, we're making progress. Making progress, because if we get through here, then there should be an ice field. But yeah, the Cranogs are like an old type of building in Scotland. Like, there's not many of them left anymore because they're very old. And most of them, just because they're made of wood and straw, most of them don't exist anymore. But there was one relatively near where I grew up, like a remade one, like a historic village kind of aspect thing. Okay, and then here. Nothing on the line. So we'll just warm up a little bit again. Ooh, look at them go. Okay, that's not anything. That's another pillar. Let's get nice and warm. Okay. Go, and then it's getting colder again. It's getting colder, and I'm able to stay away from the fire for a little less time than I was before. Oh, fish. Nothing on the line. I saw that move. I saw the line jig. Num 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 num. Okay. So we made it out. We're making it out past. Just going to take another quick look around to make sure there's nothing that I can look at there. This does feel very lonely. Oh, look at the moon. Oh, I saw that. The water is unsettled tonight. Perhaps it's the moon's thrall. Ursa Major, the bear. The Pleiades, the Seven Sisters. And we already saw Cygnus, the swan. There we go. Nothing for the Aurora itself, strangely enough. Okay, think that's it. There we go. Oh. Why does it feel like we stopped there? Oh. I think we may need to switch a little bit. There we go. As long as we're heading in the vicinity of north, that's the main thing. We're going to sit by the stove for a bit again. Keep an eye on the sail. Oh, reel in line. What the fuck was that? Hello? Okay. Dearest... Oh. Hello? Okay, well, I was... Geist. Okay, well, I was planning on sticking to part, but that's less than 10 minutes, so I don't think we'll maybe do parts 2 and 3 together, but I want to read this journal. Okay, dearest... Mary? I can't even read that. I'm headed beyond the basalt stone columns to the north. Perhaps I can bide with my aunt in the cranogs amongst the stones. I'm lucky that I've not yet been indicted by the sheriff, but I'm... playing with borrowed time. Life in the cranogs will be lonely, but they are more enlightened people. There are more enlightened people than those in our town. So if I may live as I wish, it will be worthwhile. All my love, sister, Isla. Okay. So someone else escaped. And that was a message in the bottle that we got from them. Oh! Hello? Hello? Why Ghost vessel? Hello? Okay, I'm gonna hide here for a moment, just to make sure I'm all warmed up. Then we're gonna board the ghost vessel, I guess. Hello? Okay, hello? Got some storage. Ooh, we've got some water. Can't get the treasure chest. What's this? May the 12th, 1597. We have just passed the Faroe Isles. We've had a chance to exchange words and get to know one another somewhat. One thing that's queer is that the Ice Master is a woman. I've never seen such a thing, but I can't read that. But Mr. Earns possibly assures me she is the best. Cut her teeth on whaling whips in ships in the Arctic and on an Italian southern expedition aboard the Pica Luna. I suppose whaling vessels may be more progressive than the naval ships I have experienced before. All right. Hell yeah. Okay, so there's nothing else in this part of the below decks. What about this cabin? Hello? Oh, we've got multiple notes in this cabin. Okay, what's this one say? Roster of the Beatrice. Master John Earns. Anstruther. Anstruther! Mate David Reed from Stromness. Ice Master... Leonard Lonnock, Aberdeenshire. Alchemist Sinclair Jones from Birmingham, Greenhand Thomas Gibson from Liverpool, and Greenhand William Chance from Pembroke. Okay, so 6. Is that 6? 6 hands all aboard. May 11th, 1597, the Beatrice departed its berth in Hull, and thus began our voyage. Our goal is to find a passage through the ice flow that develops in the North Sea, known simply as the Frost, or Cranach in the local tongue. The season for such a passage's necessity is its impedance of the whaling trade in the winter months and creeping into the spring and autumn too. We are stocked for 3 months and with a reduced crew to prolong the voyage if it's needed. My part in this is an envoy to the company's interests, and if I may be frank, a last resort to divine some passage through the Great White North. Okay, and then what about this last note? May the 11th, 1957, the Beatrice departed in... No, wait a minute, that's the same. No, it's not. Yes, it is. To divine some passage to the Great White North through alchemical means. Okay, so these are 2 copies of the same note. Okay. Okay, what about up on the post, the stern? We have a note on the stern. Okay. Berthed in Aberdeen for supplies and repairs on May the 20th, 1597. We are searching for the southern edge of the ice flow now, and my work is beginning. I have been making measurements where possible of the magnetism and availing myself of my master's divination pendulum to seek leads through the ice. I have chosen to store the pendulum within the captain's berth, as some of the green hands seem all too happy sneaking extra rations. This, I fear, their larceny may extend to my interests. Okay. So there was a pendulum for divining stuff in the captain's cabin? Question mark? Collect divining pendulum. Oh! Hello? Well, okay, that was a thing. I'm also just going to look around the boat a little bit with my spyglass, just in case that gives me a moment of color. But I feel like my moment of... Oh, God, for a second I thought my boat... Hang on. Oh... That's a shipwreck. We're in the ice flows now. Shipwreck, ice flow. Moments of color. Okay, we're getting plenty of moments of color now. Okay. I'm just going to double check to make sure there's nothing else here, just in case. I don't think there is. I think we're pretty... I think this boat is pretty fucked. I think I need to go back to my boat. Okay, let's go. Okay, I've returned to my boat. I'm going to go and look at my journal. Icebergs in the gulch. And a shipwreck. Upon the ghost vessel, I collected this pendulum. It looks similar to the ones some of the farmers used to dig wells, but it's deep black obsidian. It feels cold to the touch and shaped like broken glass, and sharp like broken glass. Okay, interesting. Nothing on the line. Alright, so the rope is gone. That means that we are not connected to that anymore. Which means we need to get through... here. Okay. We'll warm up for a second. And then we're going to move on. Okay. Alright, so we're going to... gonna unfurl the sail. And then we're gonna steer. Because we got to get through the ice flows. Okay. I'm wondering if that gap will be better or taking it between the... Oh. I saw that. Okay, so that's flat, so that's that. What was that? Oh no, okay. I'm gonna quickly check this. Okay, I want to read that, but I also want to furl the sail while I do that, just so that I'm not fucking gonna crash into anything. Okay. Traversing a heuch between two bergs. Based on my map, I'm approaching Cranach beyond which I'll be on the last stretch. This is a desolate part of the ocean, full of shipwrecks and not even the call of a seabird. Yet, I'm heartened by my ability to find beauty in such a place. The ice glints in the sun, the water is blue as a thing I've ever seen. I can see snow ahead. I haven't seen snow since I was a child. Okay, so... Oh, and there is actually snow blowing now. So we are hopeful. I don't like the way that iceberg is sloshing, though. Okay. So, in that case... do need to move on. Let's try moving on a little bit more. Okay, so we're going to unfurl the sail. And then we're going to steer, because we need to steer. We need to try and avoid iceberg and also avoid crashing into any of these wrecks. Gonna warm myself for a moment. Okay. Okay, then we need to steer a bit more. Then go back to the warm. I love that. I love that. Just the texture on the iceberg and the way it's jostling in the water. Really kind of love that. Anything on the line? Nothing on the line? Okay. I don't see anything else in the sky. Need to turn the sail again. Oh, the music's so ominous. Okay. These are bigger icebergs than I thought there would be. But I don't see anything else. We've already been on the ghost ship. Hopefully we're almost home free? Question mark? Well, what we might do actually is, in keeping with this being, with the last episode being about 20 minutes, what we might do... Oh, why am I rotating? Oh lord, okay. Well, we'll fix that in just a wee moment, but what I was saying was, in light of the other episode being about 20 minutes, we'll make this one about 20 minutes. And then after that, we will continue on and see what happens, hopefully in the final episode, in the next video. Cheery bye!